What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Brickz Podcast, Season 4, Episode 3.
Yeah, this 3.
Treyway, I'm here with my boy Asheebo. What's good, Asheebo?
What's good, y'all? We back again.
We back again, and we got another special guest, back-to-back guest.
Yo.
Introduce yourself!
Oh, shit. Oh, it's Daniel. What's good?
Daniel. Let me tell you a little bit about Daniel. Hold on. Prize Picks
Connoisseur.
The betting analyst.
For sure.
The bag chaser.
For sure.
All D and above.
What's that?
I was reminding Danny this is a PG-13 podcast.
Oh yeah.
We had to go through this with Jarvis too. His was a lot more preparation. I'll tell you that right now.
I got you.
But yeah, man, we here with the connoisseur himself. It's a new week, so that means we back on the sports. My favorite thing, of course, I'm biased. But man, let's hop into it. It's so much that's been going on. We missed a week, so we playing catch up. We got on our rundown first thing, UNC advances to the quarterfinals about to play Virginia. But before we hit on that, let's talk about the Duke game, man. Because the last time we was here with Jarvis, we talked about our predictions before the game. I said my money was on the Hills. Now I'm broke. They let me down bad. What? I want to hear y'all takes first, and then I'll go.
Let me put my thoughts on there. So I'm watching at the watch party, man. Like I said, I knew Duke was gonna come in here and bring it. You know, they were playing for a double bye, but like I said, my infamous quote that I was reminded of. Shout out to Enoch. All week, he's a Duke fan, unfortunately. No, I'm just kidding.
No, unfortunately.
He said, "No, I said we're playing. That UNC was playing for their lives, and now they didn't live or die. They didn't die on that loss, but it did make it tougher going into this ACC tournament on them. You know, now they kind of have to win and not just get to the championship to have a chance to get into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
But I think we saw what UNC had, played like all season at the end of that game. We saw, Caleb take some questionable shots. We saw some, stagnant offensive possessions, some wasted possessions, turnovers. And unfortunately, if you can't score, you're not going to win. Especially against a team like Duke that's got, elite defensive players in Derek Lively and Kyle Filipowski. You're not going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle Filipowski, bro. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but boy, that boy messed us up bad.
Yeah.
And I realized when I was watching the game, so disappointed because it's like individually, we probably got like top 10 skilled best players in the country.
No, fact.
Like Caleb, RJ, Leaky, Mondo, even Pete Nance, like individually, great players. But as a team, bro, I don't know. It's just not gelling. Like, I miss Brady, bro.
Bring back the beard.
Brady was like the gel for our team. Like, we play too individually. We need to play more team ball, bro.
Yeah, I was right there on the court watching the game. I'm not sure if y'all paid attention to the Instagram. I tried to keep everybody up to date, but boy, oh boy, I walked in there so confident that we was going to win. I was telling people I'm over there eating lemon Oreos and everything. I'm like, we about to win. And then here's the thing I have the biggest issue with. We've been struggling with offense all year. No surprise there. Duke also isn't the most gifted offensive team.
They're not.
So my issue is we have a 4-point lead going into the first 4 minutes of the game. The last 4 minutes of the game, we don't score. As a coach, now here's where I will start blaming Hubert Davis. Granted, I agree with you, Asheebo, that this is the team that on paper retired Coach Williams. But now it's a coaching problem because you're out there for 4 minutes of play, the most important 4 minutes of the game when it's already been a close game the whole time. Your boys don't put the ball in the basket. As a coach, you need to be like, okay, yeah, this ain't cutting it. Whether that's during the game or post game, I'm over here interviewing him after the game, and he's not blaming anybody but the players. Like, and that's where I need him to step up and take some accountability. Like, if your guys are going out there running the same play that Duke has already obviously figured out, because you know what I'm saying, it's botched now. You got Pete Nance right here. He brings the ball up. He likes to do this little screen and roll where Caleb comes up, RJ comes off the other side, so they got two outside shots potentially. Pete Nance crashes.
Right.
They done figured that out, bro. Like, that's not working no more. So that's where I'm like, okay, Hubert Davis, this ain't working, my boy. And on top of that, after the game, you all said, like, the players, no, I need you to, what's going on in this building, man? Y'all not scoring. Like, come on, turn up, bro. Like, he too quiet, he too sad. Like, and that's why I feel like that's a big part of their energy. Like, you need a coach who is an energizer. And that's something I would give Roy Williams, as old as he got. You know what I'm saying? He was still over there about to pass out on the sideline.
The best coaches for real.
Those be the best coaches.
Jack you up and be like, get your, you feel me, together.
Get your together. You know what I'm saying?
And like you said, it depends on the personnel of the team. I think this team, I mean, they're basketball wise, they're talented, but we've seen mentally at sometimes or just decision making, they're not all the way there. No. And I think, this isn't a team like Roy had in 16, 17, where you got veterans that you can trust. And, they're going to go out there, right. They're going to play hard, they're going to make the right decisions. Unfortunately, this team is not like that. You're going to have to, like Jaylen said, you're going to have to get in them. Mm-hmm. Get in them, motivate them a little different way. You can't just... Not every team can get the buddy coaching just keep shooting. No.
It just confuses me, though, because it's like they act like they ain't been here before.
They don't.
They act like they ain't go to a national championship. And it's like similar problems like last year. Like, they weren't the strongest team last year. Like, we was ranked number 1 coming in this season. But last season, I don't even remember if it was ranked high at all. You feel me? So,
no, we weren't.
Yeah, like, once the end of the season, that's when we started turning up and actually playing good basketball, like knocking teams off. So it's like the opposite this year. I guess they got too comfortable. What? I don't know.
And I shout out Jaylen. We're gonna get him on the podcast soon. But he was in class the other day talking about this, and this was the hottest take I've heard all week. But he was pretty much saying, now if I misquote you, bro, I'm sorry, but he was pretty much saying that Armando is not a good enough leader for that team. And that he is a big part of the issue, which is why they're not meshing well. Now, granted, I agree. Armando's not that great of a leader, but he's not the leader of that team. I will put that actually on Leaky Black. Because, for one, he's been here the longest. He's been to a championship. He's been to everything that a lot of these guys got close to or want to go to. And he had a bunch of coaching experience under Roy.
Yeah.
So... as the oldest player on the team, I need to see more from him. I mean, of course, on the court, but off the court too. Like, there's no true leader on that team. When we look at that team, there's nobody I can be like, yeah, he's the leader. Right. Now, Caleb Love has, for some reason, become the face of the team, which that's even questionable. But when you look at, okay, who is the leader of this team? Like, in terms of play, the way you hold yourself as a person, your demeanor, everything. Like, most teams, I feel like you can look at a player and be like, he's leading that team. Like, I feel like we look at Duke, I can say Jeremy Roach is leading that team. Yeah, he's a veteran guard. He knows how to play. He knows how to whip into the shape. He knows what he's doing out there.
Yeah. Armando
could be our leader, but knowing him and his personality, the way he plays, he's not that much of a leader, and he does his part on the court. Sure. He's going to get you a double-double regardless. He's doing everything he needs to do. It's no longer on him to be looking at him, well, you need to step up and lead. Like, well, dang, he about to win the game, dang there, you know what I'm saying? So now I need Caleb, I need RJ, I need Leaky, somebody to step up and actually lead these guys and be like, come on, like, let's go. Like, I'm about to turn up. Y'all pissing me off.
It kills me, too, because, like you said, Leaky, with all the experience he has, he should be, like, way better of a player. You feel me? Like, he's a good player. Like, Leaky probably, like, my favorite player, or second behind Mondo. Mm-hmm. But just, like, the gift he has to be that big, that fast, like, that talented defensively, but he refuses to shoot open shots. And
refuses.
Yeah. I've seen so many times, especially in the Duke game, left him open, would not shoot, pump fake, go drop to the basket, get the ball up.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, he'd probably be in the league by now if he matured as a player and took those open shots for.
If he matured as a player, you're right. He confined himself to this UNC style of play.
Right.
And he hasn't improved for real since his high school days. Like, he came, I'm not going to say he hasn't improved because that's not true. He's improved in certain areas. He's a much better defender. Yeah. But he came here and I, for lack of other words, kind of came complacent in his role. Like, he found what works for him and stuck to it. Apparently, I heard he's been getting some NBA looks, and honestly, that wouldn't really surprise me because he has the NBA body, speed, build. He has the athleticism, like, And great defense.
Prototypical, bro. Honestly, prototype NBA build. Bro.
Prototype NBA
it's just
build.
like when I see him, right, I'm like, bro, he can really have the tools to do anything he wants, but he just chooses not to. That's what always confuses me. Especially last year, his performance in the tournament, bro. What?
Yeah.
He was snapping, so it just confuses me why he don't want to like step up and take them shots. Like 3 for 16 in the Duke game. I'm like, bro,
that's what I'm saying.
You do better than that, bro.
But I get it. I mean, I get it with Leaky though, because historically he just hasn't been a good offensive player. Like, he just been in his role. Like, it almost seems like he's never really wanted to become an elite offensive player until
until they needed him to actually score the ball. Like, and now he don't know how to get himself involved in the game. Yeah. Like he don't really know when to shoot, when to actually drive and stuff. And that's kind of what we see with Caleb too. Like after they run their little play that he drew up and it don't work, now it's ISO ball and you trying to figure out how to get to the basket. And that's what Leaky doesn't have. He doesn't really know. He doesn't have an offensive game for real. Like he can shoot a corner three sometimes. You know, he had what was the last game he had 18 points against? Not Boston College, but when he had that dunk.
That was
he went crazy. Florida State. Yeah. So that was a flash of like, okay, this is how you could take over a game every game. Like you are 22. You the oldest dude on the court, bro. If you don't go out there and hoop, like, come on, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
But I mean, like you said, I also think some leadership should fall on Pete Nance too, and I think Hubert Davis could did a better job of making him more comfortable. Doing that on his team. Yeah. I know early in the season he told Pete, go be a dude, but it's one thing to tell him, but you might have to tell your other players that's being here, hey, we got to do, give him the ball, help him, get that confidence back. I know he went through a slump and he had the back injury, but I mean, we seen when Pete, looks to be on his game, he could be a defensive asset too, blocking shots, grabbing offensive rebounds. He just gotta have. I feel like he just gotta have that confidence behind him to do it.
No, literally, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, if he doesn't show up tonight, like he did against UVA the last time we played UVA when we beat them a couple games ago, I don't know. It's looking rough. But I'm saying, like, the type of shots we was all making against UVA, bro. Like, it shouldn't take crazy shots to go in for us to win. You feel me? Big game. That's the thing. We gotta really gel, play as a team for.
Speaking of UVA, tonight, 7 p.m. quarterfinals. Last matchup, like you said, February 25th, UNC wins 71-63. In that game, UNC shot 45.5% from three.
Okay.
Pete Nance, that was a limit Orioles game. 22 points, 4 for 4 from three, for Pete Nance. 4 of the 5 starters in double digits. So you see what happens when they just make shots, right?
Yeah.
Like this team, me and Jen was talking about it earlier. Like they're almost unstoppable. Like we saw last night against Boston College. Like when they're making shots, everybody's on their game. You can't stop them from scoring, and then they're gonna come down the other end and defend you well too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, despite all the stuff that's been happening this year, they've been one of the better defensive teams in the ACC.
Yeah, we just can't shoot. We're the worst shooting 3-point shooting team in the ACC, and it's like crazy.
Probably in the nation at this point.
Like the type of shots, their shot selection just bad, and like. It's sad the type of shots you see Caleb and RJ throw up sometimes. It's like it's forced sometimes. Like they really force themselves to do that. Like you don't got no offensive game plan for real. They remind me of the Rockets, bro. Like Jaylen Green. It really remind me of the Rockets because they was just like 2 young guards. They start throwing turnovers, ISO ball, but like you don't got to do that.
You know the issue with the Rockets? What? Look at their coach. That's all I'm gonna say.
Jaylen hate that man.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Who they coach?
What's his name? The black dude?
That's
crazy. We don't even know his name.
I don't know his name either, honestly.
I think it's Stevens.
It is Stevens something. But he's a big reason why Steven they can't play good. And we're not going on the NBA for real, but like to when do we? And me and my mom was talking about this. It's a funny thing because she was getting mad. She's like, "I'm tired of people blaming Hubert," and I was like, "Well, Mom." These last few games have just kind of showed me his demeanor isn't there as a coach. And
then with the bench usage, too, we saw Datrez get in there and make an impact. He did the same. He
Tough
did
little
the same
block
thing
shot
last year. Datrez got the minutes, and he made some good minutes in the Duke game too in the Final Four.
Yeah.
And I mean, then the next season he missing in action.
Yeah. I can't wait to see where he goes. Like, I can't wait for him to announce when he transferred and all that.
That is kind of crazy because we don't use our bench like we should, bro. Like,
and we got good pieces on there.
Yeah,
like,
I'm saying though, like,
that's crazy because we had a knockdown shooter in Curran Walton on the roster last year too.
Yeah. And look at where, he left because he wasn't getting played. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I see, I'm looking at the rundown. We got a note about Armando's ankle.
Yeah, Armando's a game time decision for tonight, as far as the reports go. But they said he told Hubert last night that it wasn't as bad as the Final Four one.
Bro, so, he's gonna play.
Yeah, he's gonna play.
Like,
we know he's gonna play. He's tough. Got to. Yeah.
That's one thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not putting any blame on him. Like, that's why the fuck he's like, I need Armando to have more leadership. Like, bro, he can barely survive out there. Like, he's doing everything.
He's double teamed almost every possession. He's our most dominant player, whether you agree with it. Yeah. He's our most dominant player. He's going to change the game for us. You can always rely on him, like you said, double every night. He's going to drop at least 15 and 10 for you every night. It's just Caleb, RJ, Lee. They really got to step up and play like a team for real. That's what it's going to come down to.
He the anchor of the team. Like, we saw what this team looks like when he was down in that first time we played Virginia this season. Like, that game was terrible.
Yeah.
And then last year in the national championship, when we saw he couldn't go full 100%, they took advantage of that in the second half. And it's like you don't have that anchor. It's like your whole team is gonna fall apart. So
now, do you think Jaylen Washington is gonna get more play this game? Because he had a very important role in our win over Virginia too.
Yeah, I hope so. I was actually hoping he was going to get more play last night.
Yeah.
I didn't think Hubert was going to keep Mondo in for that long after the injury. But I hope Jaylen Washington does get in. I just hate for him to get in and it doesn't go well because he just didn't get that experience that he needed to get in the regular season.
Facts. Definitely, it's too late to just start trying stuff now.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
That falls on the coach right there. It's too late to start trying stuff.
I feel like that would be so detrimental to his confidence. In big games like this, it's like, dang, like I'm going out there. I ain't played in so long. Now the team is counting on me. This is a must win.
Yeah. Win or lose. If we don't win, we going home. Bro.
Yeah.
If we don't win, we going home. We're not making the tournament. That's sad because, bro, I want us to win so bad, especially getting let down last year in the championship. We got to win.
Got to.
We should have won that championship.
Yeah.
Don't see. This is gonna be a rabbit hole because I'll really spaz on that championship. But yeah. So what's next on the rundown, man? We NBA drama.
NBA drama, and we're gonna start with John Morant because he's been the topic for 2 weeks. We saw the video in the strip club. I think it was Shotgun Willie's Gentlemen's Club in Glendale, Colorado.
Shotgun Willie's.
Yeah, ironic.
Ironic.
But no, he beat the case. Glendale police. This is a report from Sham Sharania from on Twitter.
Hold on, quick side note. Did you see Sham rizzing that girl up?
Oh, that's the Riz guy. You see them put that on his Wikipedia page?
That he's a Riz guy?
He's the Riz guy.
Bro, he had that girl blushing. She said, "Are you serious right now?"
But no, he beat the case. Glendale police in Glendale, Colorado. They said it wasn't enough available evidence to charge anyone with a crime. There weren't any disturbances, no threats, no complaints reported at the scene, so they can't, go in and there's no plausible cause for an arrest. But I think the Grizzlies are still planning on keeping him sitting for a couple more games. Of course, because
he gotta learn his lesson, bro.
Yeah, he gotta chill, man.
I hate seeing stuff like that, especially the video he posts. I'm like, bro,
oh my gosh!
I seen him with the little lad. I'm like, bro,
like, what are you doing, bro?
It's embarrassing because it's like he did all regardless of where he's from, whether he's from the trenches or not. Like even if he's born in a rich family, it don't matter. Like you work so hard. You work so hard to get to where you at, making M's, and you flashing a little gun in the club like that.
Like, what are you doing,
jeopardizing your money, jeopardizing your life, like, bro.
Especially, go ahead.
I was about to say, they said if the Charlotte Hornets players is telling you to chill.
Nah, what?
Especially Terry Rozier.
If Terry Rozier, I seen he put on his story, he put a little B on there too. Yeah. I said, hey, bro, don't mess with Terry because we got some dogs on our team. But now, like, on some real stuff, like, even as a black man in the NBA, bro, like, there's already stigmas and stuff that's gonna be applied to you, and I even saw somebody putting up on social media like, oh yeah, you're not a rapper or whatever, blah blah blah. Like, even with our rap culture, that's a whole stigma that's applied to us. So, as a black man who's thriving in this industry, that should not be the type of message that you're putting onto yourself and all these kids who like love watching you play.
Yeah.
Like, he is one of the fastest growing popular players in the NBA right now, and he has so much influence over the youth. So for you to be out here, like, it's just like remembering the platform you have as a person, and especially as a black man, like, people won't already look at you a certain type of way and expect you to hold yourself as a certain type of way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't forget, Ja Morant is still young. Like, he's going to be the face of the league one day. Like, hopefully, you know, gets like kicked out of the league and all like that. But he's only 23. That's kind of crazy. Like, most improved, already won most improved player.
Yeah.
He's on the Grizzlies. He's number 1 or number 2 in the West. I forgot. I think he might be on Denver. Like, number 2 in the West right now.
Yeah.
So they're going to make a run in the playoffs. Potentially get to Western Conference. Potentially. So, like, he can do a lot. He has a lot of years ahead of him. So, like you said, he's going to be the face of the NBA soon. He has a lot of people looking up to him. Yeah. And doing something like that, just reckless. It's really just reckless.
It's reckless, bro. Like, you just got to keep in mind who you are, like, portraying yourself to. It's so much deeper than the NBA and just you and what you like to do. Like, you're famous now, bro. You're one of the most popular people in the league right now. So, like, what if we seen LeBron on live with a gun?
Like what?
Like what?
Makes sense, not for real.
But,
and then again, it's just the basketball thing. Like you trying to win the championship,
right?
Like, and y'all the Grizzlies talk all this smack all season about how they gonna do this to the Warriors, to the Sun. Like they talk all that junk, but you know they haven't really done much in it. You know what I'm saying? They'll make a couple deep playoff runs, but you know. It's something to put that talk into action when the playoff stretch is coming up. There's only a few games left in the season. Like you gotta lock in.
Exactly.
Nah, you gotta lock in.
I heard they talk the most out of all teams in the league. Ja, Bane.
Yeah.
Nah,
Dylan
Brooks.
I don't know why he talks, but yeah,
bro, he love to talk. Him and
Jaren Jackson. But nah, like I ain't gonna lie, like they got a good little squad, but you feel me? Like you gotta back it up too. It's like. You gotta be able to back it up. All this talking, so we gonna see when playoffs come around.
Yeah, so. I mean this a little off script, but what do y'all think about Lonzo Ball?
I see he got another injury, so they got
like they don't know when he's gonna come back.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Him and his brother injured now. That's really crazy.
Jaylen not even in the league. So the rise and fall of the Ball brothers, like, what in the world? I feel so bad for him because it's getting to a point where I'm not going to speak too soon like that, but like, could his like longevity in the NBA be at stake? Like, say for example, he doesn't rehab the way he's supposed to for this next upcoming season. Are the Bulls like? We gonna have to waive you, bro. Like
they picked up Pat Bev now. I know he's not just like no solidified piece, but
they need a guard. Like they really need him back.
Yeah, exactly. They have Levine, they have DeRozan, they have Vucevic, they have Patrick Williams. All they missing is a guard. Like they're not gonna run with Caruso or Patrick Bev. They need a guard. So it's unfortunate for him.
No, that's really unfortunate. And it's just weird because I saw this live where they were saying like he was making progress, and then all of a sudden it's like. Yeah, bro can barely even run. I'm like, what?
Too young for that. That's crazy.
He's way too young for that. And I know that's probably like really messing with his mental because imagine not being able to play.
And athleticism is a big part of his game too.
Yeah.
Like explosiveness off the dribble, vertical. If he can't even do that, he's just not going to be the same player.
And everybody think LaMelo is like light years away, like better than him. But that's not even the case. Yeah. He just never really had a chance to really showcase his talent. That's the sad part. Everybody think his younger brother's way better than him. It's like, bro.
I mean...
LaMelo like that.
Definitely better.
No, LaMelo's like that.
LaMelo like that, but not light years ahead of Lonzo. Like, Lonzo on the Lakers? Lonzo on the Lakers is straight, bro.
That Lakers team...
I don't know.
Lonzo on the Lakers are straight.
Yeah.
But this LaMelo team, you feel me? This LaMelo team, that wasn't Lonzo's team. So
right.
You just need time. You see how the Hornets doing now without LaMelo.
I mean, I'm fine with it as a Hornets fan.
I want Victor.
I want Victor, or who's the other dude? Scoot?
Yeah,
Scoot Henderson on Ignite. Oh my God, bro. He can jump out the gym, so I doubt we're going to get either of them.
You know, the Pistons last in the league right now. It's kind of coincident because we play the Pistons tonight, too.
Let's lose.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying because they last. We like fourth. I think we have like the fourth pick right now. Like projected fourth lottery pick, and the Pistons have the first. So we got to do a lot of losing if we want to get.
Facts.
We want to get some.
Yeah, y'all can't even lose right.
You saying like you seen OKC the other day? OKC coach said they finna manage shot minutes now, just so they can tank.
Really?
Like, wow.
It's crazy because like John Wall confirmed that tanking is a real thing.
Yeah,
like
bro.
when he was on the Rockets, he was talking about because it's funny he got traded back to the Rockets. When he was on the Rockets, he was talking about how bad they were and how they would literally just be losing on purpose. And he was telling Jaylen Green and the Rooks like, this is not how the NBA is supposed to be. Like, don't get used to this. Like, you should want to win. You should want to be coming out here and playing and not just wanting to tank.
Right.
But I mean, shoot, I want Victor, bro. So
I'm saying, like, as an athlete, I do understand that too, because ain't no way, like, even if I was like in a position getting paid millions to play ball, like, why would I go out there and wanting to lose, right? Like,
right.
If in my competitive spirit, why would I go out there and just let them have a game? You feel me?
Because it's like, okay, the goal, of course, is to make it to the NBA, and then once you're there, it's like, all right, let's get some championships. I want to be a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I want to be one of them that's in the talks with LeBron and MJ.
Right.
But I guess like that tanking stuff, and then even like load management, which it's not as bad as it used to be now, but like that's gonna make you become complacent as an athlete. Like it's just like, okay, we stuck in emotion until we either get that one man that we need, which makes you feel like you're not him, or leave the team.
Right.
And that's what I'm worried about with LaMelo.
Yeah, I don't see Terry. I can't see Terry just wanting to lose. I don't see Terry doing that. PJ Washington decent, Gordon Hayward decent. Like it's sad because we have a decent team.
It's a decent team on paper.
I'm saying like on paper, it's not a bad team. Mark Williams, he was Duke. He's a pretty good.
I was mad because I wanted Jaylen. What's his name? Duren.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that they got James Wiseman now in Detroit.
Yeah, so that is crazy.
I don't
get
why they taking to get Victor because what are they planning to do with
Duren, they tank every year. Victor? They got Jaden Ivey too. Like how much more do y'all need? Y'all got Cade. Y'all have had some of the best players in the nation the past 10 years.
No cap though.
What's going on?
No cap though. They should most definitely have some progress now, but I guess since Cade got injured, makes sense. But
I don't care. Y'all still got some dogs on that team. And they got Marvin Bagley, who was going crazy at Duke when he was at Duke.
They have so many bigs now that I think about it.
Sadiq Bey still there?
Sadiq Bey got
Sadiq is with Atlanta.
Yeah, he
that's a tough pickup for Atlanta.
It was,
I can't lie.
It was a tough pickup.
Since talking about Atlanta, they should be better than they is too on paper.
So much better. Do y'all blame Trae Young for the way that this is going?
I have a lot to say about the Trae Young situation. I feel like the media is projecting their biases on him because they're already calling him the coach killer, which I feel like is unfair because a lot of NBA players who weren't even playing for the Atlanta Hawks or used to play for Coach Nate McMillan already came out and were saying they didn't like him at all. So to call Trae the coach killer is crazy to me.
The coach killer is crazy.
The fact that Trae Young wasn't an all-star this year was crazy. Averaging 27 and 10, still putting up historic numbers right now, and he's improving as a defender. And like you said, where's the accountability for his other stars like Murray, John Collins
ain't been doing nothing. Ain't been doing nothing.
He ain't been doing nothing.
Clint Capella a good big too, but I guess he's getting better offensively. But it's just not all there yet. But the thing is, they brought in DeJounte Murray for defense. You feel me?
Right.
For defense.
I forgot they even had him too. He will give you a quick little 40 piece if you want to.
He don't. That's the crazy part, bro.
I think hiring Quinn Snyder would be good. I think. I don't know how the season's going to end for them. I think they're going to get into the playoffs. That's a low 7-8 seed.
Play in.
I think if they get into play in, they'll be dangerous and they'll probably get in. They'll play themselves in, but they're not going to have them Eastern Conference expectations again.
Ain't no way they can beat it. There's no way they're going to beat a team like the Cavs or Celtics or the Bucks.
It's crazy the Cavs are in this talk. Like
the Cavs nice, bro.
I mean they're nice, but it's just like wow, that's crazy, bro.
It took some time, but Garland, Mitchell, Okoro,
D. Mitch and the Cavs is
and
crazy.
My boy Jarrett Allen. People don't like Jarrett Allen, bro.
He tough though.
Bro, Jarrett Allen has evolved like as an offensive player now because he's for real.
Because he used to just be a shot blocker,
just a shot blocker for real. So he's really evolved. They're gonna make a run. Who do y'all think is your favorite coming out the East now? Now that KD and Kyrie is out the East, I say. No, well, of course, it comes down to 4 teams. It comes down to the Celtics, the 76ers, the Bucks, and the Cavs.
I think it's gonna be Milwaukee.
You think it's gonna be Milwaukee?
And I think I won't be surprised if the Cavs actually end up playing Milwaukee in the ECF Eastern Conference Finals. I think the Eastern Conference Finals is a toss-up, but Milwaukee's going to be there.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be one of those 3 teams against Milwaukee.
Yeah.
For sure. I can't tell who, but the thing is...
Bucks are so lame, bro.
I would say...
like, they're just such a boring team, bro. Like, I hate watching them play. Like, Giannis is a GOAT. He's crazy. But outside of him, I just don't...
Chris Middleton,
it's nothing attractive to that team to me.
Yeah, I get you saying.
It's a boring team. Like, it's just a boring team, and they're always good in the preseason. They're always going to get that number 1 in the East.
Because they got slept on players. Like, Brook Lopez, older, slept on, but his defensive impact...
But he going to hoop.
Defensive impact. Drew Holiday
is going to hoop. Chris Middleton is going to hoop.
Dante DiVincenzo been coming up.
Grayson.
Bro, he been nice, too. And Grayson Allen been nice, too. I hate him so much.
Y'all got to put the Duke hate aside. All the Duke players been balling. Shout out Paulo.
They got pieces that's going to... They got pieces that's going to play, but I was going to say, like, with teams like the Celtics... Tatum gotta get more consistent if you wanna.
He do. Wait, I got the Celtics for my Eastern Conference, but is Tatum a top contender for MVP?
No, not anymore.
Not no more.
Not no more.
So who y'all giving it to?
It's between Jokic and Embiid right now.
Personally, I'm giving it to Embiid. I'm
sick of Jokic.
The Jokic conversation, I understand. He's the best player on the best team. Arguably the best team in the NBA. And I get it. I think, and I
do have the number 1 standing right now.
They do.
I agree with people that say that he probably deserves it this year, but he didn't really deserve it the 2 years prior.
No.
I think the 2 years prior, well, especially last year, should have went to Giannis or Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
This year, you can argue Joel Embiid could win it this year.
No, for real.
Yeah.
Like, when other week, it was a few weeks ago, when Sam Sixers went to Denver and played them, Joel Embiid had, like, 40 and 20. 40 points, 20
he'll do that every single game.
Bro, like I'm saying, like, that's why it kind of gets murky, because it's like, if the Nuggets and the Sixers play together, Embiid will kill Jokic every time. But it's just like the impact that Jokic has on his team, I understand.
Yeah. But that's for his team, and that's the same argument you could get like with LeBron winning MVP every year. Like at this point, Jokic is going to continue to play like this, so he could get MVP every year if you want to use that. But Embiid has yet to get it, and he's pretty much the sole reason why they're even this high up. And they should really have the Celtics spot. But honestly, though, I would give it to the 76ers. But, I mean, Joel Embiid for MVP. But I think the Celtics has the most potential to do some, like, out of the blue crazy run.
Yeah, they can make a run.
Like, just out of the blue, like, dang,
they got a bench, though. They have a bench. Bucks, I can't really say have a bench. They picked up Dre Crowder. It's a good pickup. But
it's a decent role
player. Cavs don't really have a bench for real. Sixers, okay. But the Celtics definitely, like, with Derek Wright, I don't know how they starting line kind of fluctuate, but regardless, they still have those great role players. They have Brogdon, they have Derek White.
See, I be forgetting Michael Brogdon's on there.
Blake Griffin, they have pieces.
Blake Griffin, they do have Blake Griffin, giving him $1 a year. He's not getting paid nothing, bro.
He's old.
He just want to ring.
I don't blame him.
Yeah. What else we got on the rundown for NBA?
Oh yeah, man, we got to talk about. I wasn't talking about the beefs between Luka and D-Book and Draymond and Dylan Brooks, but. I think it's more important to talk about KD. We all saw that tweet. Well, saw the video of him twisting his ankle. He said the Suns were fearing he suffered a grade 2 ankle sprain, and now they're saying he could miss 4 to 6 weeks, which is crazy because I'm pretty sure he finished his warm up after the injury.
Saving him for the playoffs.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. Because KD can probably play through it. Yeah. And they are perfectly fine if he doesn't touch the court, in my opinion.
And that's another thing. That's another thing about the Jokic thing. I hate to go back to it, but can we confidently say the Nuggets can beat the Suns in a 7-game series? And that's the thing. Like when we go back, because Jokic is probably going to win MVP. And when we go back and look at Jokic's career, he's going to be three straight MVPs,
with nothing to show for it.
Yeah, are we going we're gonna go back and be like, dang, he did this, which is great, but he didn't really do anything. Sure. I don't know. Maybe him and Jamal Murray could surprise us this offseason.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it wasn't last playoff season. Jamal Murray got injured.
He was injured.
That's true.
But then again, in the bubble, when they were both healthy and Jamal Murray's averaging damn near
Hooping.
40 a game,
Hooping.
Yeah.
they still got in a 3-1 comeback. No, not 3-1 comeback. Who beat them? The Lakers. Yeah, the Lakers.
Yeah, so.
If you going out to the Lakers, man.
Yeah, come on now.
No,
I just don't see the Nuggets winning anytime soon. Like, I don't know. Maybe this time it might work in their favor, but I don't even see them beating the Bucks if they end up facing against them, or the Celtics at that. Now they could
to carry his team and really get the team out the West. So you have to see what that's going to happen first.
No, I could talk about that all day because I just love that Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox are reunited again, bro. And I remember when the Hornets drafted Malik Monk, and I was like, oh my God, we got to steal.
Right.
Where's the little? Hold on.
Remember Michael Jordan smacked him in the back of the head?
Nah, he did.
He did do that.
Look,
crazy.
I was like, man, we got Malik Monk on here, and then his performance was.
No, but it's crazy because he eating now, though.
He's
crazy.
eating, bro. Did you see that dunk? He almost hit that spin.
Hey! You know what I'm saying? Like, the West, you can't sleep on the West. West is strong. I can say it's only like 4 teams you can really say in the East that's definitely has a shot.
Josh said, we're not worried about the West.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, he's done.
The Grizzlies not that good of a team. I'm sorry.
They're really not.
They're good, but they're not that good of a team.
They have a bunch of really good role players.
Right.
Like,
right.
all of their players are pretty decent. Like, they're getting all good. Like, give them 3 more years, they all gonna be dangerous.
But it's like, I don't see none like so spectacular about Desmond Bain or
He can just shoot the gym out.
Right,
I
you
can't
feel me?
lie.
Like, I don't see nothing so special about Desmond Bain. Of course, ain't nothing special about Dylan Brooks. Like,
He's just a dog, though. He played with his heart. You know what I'm saying?
I can say that. And then Jaren Jackson, he's something straight for real. He fouled a lot, but.
Oh, snap. So did you make bread off of them boosting his stats?
I wish. No, I seen it. I was like, bruh. That's really foul, though. Like,
Yeah.
Because there's other people that really deserve, like, the accolades like that, too. Like, yeah, that's cool and all, but Claxton, Jared Allen, there's way more shot blockers in the league that don't get, they credit due. That's like, wow.
Yeah.
Dang, so to talk about prize picks a little bit. What is Danny's rundown? Let's walk us through a prize picks day. You open your phone, okay, we got NBA basketball tonight, we got college basketball tonight.
For sure.
Who is Danny picking? How are you making money?
Okay, but I'm just the first thing I'm gonna say. I'm not professional. I'm not.
The Brickz does not promote gambling.
No gambling. But no, for real. Like a year ago, like I'm in this group chat. Me and my homies, we always chop it up and whatnot, talk about sports for the day, everything like that, and it just depends. Like, first thing I do, I look at the schedule for the day. I don't really like betting on college basketball for real.
Yeah.
It's just not consistent.
Nah.
I want to, but it's just not consistent. But I definitely NBA and NFL most definitely. So like today, I look at the matchup. I see the Hornets versus the Pistons.
Okay.
Rockets, Pacers, Jazz, Magic, Warriors and Grizzlies. Sorry, sadly no John Moran. So it won't be an exciting game. But the Nets and the Bucks, Knicks and the Kings. So I'm like, okay. So I see the matchups, and then there's all these like tools online that you can use and look at and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I look at the matchups, and I see, like there's a website you can use to look at the defensive like stats for every team against a certain position.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. And then I know, like, for example, my favorite play today right now, Rockets versus Pacers. I feel like Halliburton's gonna eat on the Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Halliburton's gonna eat on the Rockets. His like points line right now, they're like 22.5.
That's crazy, bro.
He has to, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he drops 23, green. But like, if you see, let me go to it real quick. Last 2 games, Halliburton dropped 40 last game against the 76ers.
Against the 76ers.
A defensive team like the 76ers, and he dropped 40. Chicago, he dropped 29. Dallas, he dropped 32.
He's so tough, bro.
Halliburton is slept on, bro. So yeah, I'm like, okay. I see that the Rockets are giving up, not even like in the last 7 games, throughout the whole season, they have given up the most points towards a point guard position. Dude, I'm looking at the website, they give the most points to a point guard position. I'm like, okay, that look good. And then I'm gonna look, type in this other website called StatMuse. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna type in Tyrese Halliburton versus the Rockets. Okay. I look at the game history. And I forgot, this was earlier, but I see the last 2 games against the Rockets, he dropped like 20-something, and like some other, like he covered though. He covered that line before. So I'm like, okay, this is a good bet. And the last thing I look at Vegas and how they got him.
Okay.
How they got him. Because like how the odds work, say like, usually a regular line be set at like -110. So that means like, for you to win $100, you have to bet 110, and then it'll give you when you win 100. And usually like, the thing is, once it's high, like you have a high odd, like -130, -140, that means that it's like Vegas has a higher probability of that hitting. So they're gonna make it like harder for you to make money, basically.
Yeah.
So now look at all these, I see that like, for example, Halliburton line was at like -130, -135 to go over 22.5 points. I'm like, okay, I like that. I'm a roll with that.
I'll take my chances.
I'm gonna take my chances on that for sure. So I'm gonna roll with that. And that's just like the same process I use for like other things like that. So yeah, it's like gambling different. Like prize picks, all that. You ain't gonna win all the time. That's one thing. Like
yeah, I haven't won.
It's pretty funny though, because like a lot of people have this little misconception that people think like gambling is like get rich overnight. It can be. I'm not gonna lie. Like it can be, but now like professionals, they take it slow, take it easy. You feel me? And it just takes time, and that's what I'm trying to do. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see if Tyrese Halliburton make money tonight. But at 22.
I'm about to say, what's your parlay for tonight?
Okay.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay, bet. Because I made it earlier. Actually, it's pretty funny. Before I went to the gym. So right now, my parlay, I got Jaylen Green against Houston. Jaylen Green will over more than 2.5 turnovers against the Pacers.
Okay.
I know. Just like we were talking about earlier with the Rockets.
He's going to turn the ball over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's going
to turn the ball over, especially against a team with Hallie and Buddy Hield against the Pacers. Like, okay, come on. Then is another one's interesting. On the net, it's the Nets versus the Bucks tonight, right? Giannis got injured, so he's not playing tonight. But then on the Nets, you know how they got like all them role play now, basically. But Dinwiddie injured, Royce O'Neal injured, Claxton injured. Who else? Cam Johnson injured.
Dang.
They like 3 out of 5 starters injured, not playing tonight. So only 2 starters tonight playing. Mikal Bridges, nice.
40 piece. That's what I hear. 40 piece.
Mikal Bridges and Dorian Finney-Smith, only 2 starters playing.
Wow. So they about to lose.
They is. But I mean, no Giannis, so that kind of helps that.
No Giannis.
They're still going to lose.
But yeah.
They're still going to lose. But I see that McCall is basically like the only scorer in the starting lineup because they have like Edmund Summer. Never heard of him. I don't remember.
I think he got traded with.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, they have a whole bunch of like
what's his name?
Nobodies. No disrespect to them, but nobody's on the starting lineup. So McCall Bridges like over 6 free throws because he's gonna go to the line. He's gonna score. He's gonna score the basketball. And then I have Hallie, like I said, over 22. And then this one's kind of a funny pick, but Lauri Markkanen on the Jazz.
All-Star.
He's playing the Magic tonight. Last game against the Magic in like January, I seen he went to the line 21 times.
What?
21 times. He shot 17, 21 from the free throw line. Like last time they played.
Buckets.
Yeah, I'm like,
wow, bro.
It kind of makes sense. And Paulo's fouled out that game too. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, because Lauri, he only played a 3, but he's like 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah, 6'10".
Tall as I don't know what. Yeah. And then the Magic of tall
That's how
team.
Pete Nance should be playing. Sorry.
For real. You ain't lying though. They have similar games, but for sure. And then the Magic of tall team too with Paulo, Fultz, Wendell Carter, a whole bunch of tall people. So I'm like,
Bobo.
Yeah, Bobo. Bro, Bobo was such a disappointment to me, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
He had his little run when he was going crazy.
Right.
And then
just fell off, bro. But they don't play him for real like that no more. Nah. It's sad. But yeah, I have him going over tonight with 6 free throws as well. Because I'm like, he went to the line 21 times last time. Like, he got to get to the line again tonight. Ain't no way. But yeah, that's why. And then, one last pick. I got Hadley. I don't like betting on Hornets players. I'm sorry.
I don't love you. I don't either.
I'm just saying, I do not like betting on Hornets players. But I bet on Oubre to get 23 because without LaMelo, Oubre be hooping.
He do be hooping.
Yeah. Without LaMelo, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't like
23 on Oubre.
He might do it though because he dropped what, 23 last game, right?
Yeah, he's been consistent. Last 5 games, so he had 27 against the Knicks. Not bad.
Knicks a good team too.
17 against the Nets. He ain't really covered. But then against Orlando, he had 29, and Phoenix he had 26, and that was all without LaMelo. Except he got another injury against Phoenix. But I'm like,
Who they play?
take my chance. Tonight they played Detroit. So
Yeah.
it's a decent match.
Bums versus bums, yeah.
Competing
Competing for the worst spot right now.
More or less, but I'm saying like it don't make sense because like they should be competing to lose.
Yeah.
They should be
Victor
trying
Bowl.
to lose, but basically, yeah.
The Victor Bowl.
Yeah,
Because when the Pistons got Duran, he might not play because he's game time decision. And
Yeah.
Isaiah Stewart slept on. Another game time decision. So we're gonna see. I'm just hoping. That's all you can do sometimes.
I need a screenshot after the games so I can show the folks if you hit or not.
So y'all gotta follow me, and I have a Discord. Because I only stick to NBA and NFL.
Yeah.
But in my group chat, my boys Malik, Anthony, like, because you can be surprised. You can bet on a lot, like Call of Duty, like Pro League. You can bet on that. NHL, my boy Jaheim, he be hooping. Not hooping, I'm tripping. He be all over NHL. I can't get into it though. But
I tried.
You try to get
yeah,
I can't get into it. But the thing is though, like, it's not that hard to bet on it if you actually know what's going on. That goes for like a lot of sports though.
Yeah.
It's just like if you actually watch it consistently, it's like, okay, that's not bad. But yeah, NHL, baseball coming back now too. You can bet on that. I can't watch baseball either.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one to you.
I feel like that's a risky one to bet on too.
Yeah.
It's confusing now. I think about because like,
But you bet on pitch speed?
Nah, you can bet on strikeouts, hits, runs.
See, baseball is just too risky because you just don't know.
Yeah,
like
right.
Anything can happen any night, bro. Like
I can't. That's why I'll leave it to other people.
yeah, it's like
and plus it don't make sense because like especially from outside, I ain't grow up watching baseball. I ain't play baseball, so I'm thinking I only play baseball on Xbox. So I'm thinking, I get these boys be hitting all the time, but that's the complete opposite. Like
no.
They barely be.
Yeah.
You can watch a whole 4-hour game and there'll be one hit.
Right.
The score will be 1-0.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
And the score got ran. It was a walk off.
right. Like, not exciting. I'm like, bro, but yeah. So another tip: don't ever go to a game that you bet on because you're gonna be sick. Like, boy, you're gonna be sick.
I'm about to be sick. Boy.
One thing though, that I'll ask. What would your bet be on the Lamar Jackson situation? Now, the Ravens put him on a non-exclusive franchise tag, meaning other teams can offer him, but Baltimore has to match. Yeah. And the teams that are already
2 first-round picks as well.
Yeah,
right?
2 first-round picks as well. Teams that's already out on Lamar are the Raiders, the Commanders, the Falcons, unfortunately. Yeah. Sorry for Panthers fans, but y'all too, unfortunately, and the Dolphins. And it was interesting.
So what does that even leave?
Not many teams.
Yes,
like
not
many
teams.
teams.
Do you already say the Commanders?
Yeah, the Commanders. It was out on him too. Let's hopefully it's Sam Howell season in Washington.
No, it definitely is.
I want Howell to step up.
It definitely is.
I definitely want to see it. But I was watching Get Up this morning, and Chris Canty made an interesting point. He said he thinks the Ravens are letting other teams set the quarterback market, by giving him, a franchise tag, just to let Lamar see how much he's really worth, and he's basically trying to make him see that he's not worth as much as he's asking for.
But I hate that though.
I can see that.
That's so
I can see
double-sided.
that, but it sounds bad because you're like, man, Lamar is worth it. Like,
I don't know how many times it'll piss you off sometimes. You're all scrolling on Instagram and you see a sports page post about Lamar. You go to the comments and you see running back. He's not worth that.
The funniest one is Lamar B. That was the funniest
one. Nah, for real though. But I mean, what I think I heard someone say that like the Ravens owners like talking to other owners like chill, chill so we can wait. But the thing is though, you see other quarterbacks like Daniel Jones just got paid. Derek Carr.
Dang, we was just talking about that.
Have you seen Derek Carr contract, bro, with the Saints? You know how much you see, bro? OD for an old quarterback. They ain't do nothing last season.
He barely proved anything.
And I don't know. I forgot how exactly old he is. But he's in his 30s, upper 30s, right? I think he's at least 35.
Let's see.
But regardless, he's up there in age, and he's got a 4-year contract with the Saints.
He's 31.
31.
Okay, he's not that old as I thought. Okay, that makes sense. But still, he's not worth it though.
But he's had some weapons though that he ain't did that with.
He had Tay Adams, Darren Waller.
Yep, Josh Jacobs coming out the back.
Josh Jacobs,
Hunter Renfrow.
Remember, he also had Matt Collins.
UNC. Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah, who had a pretty good season last year.
And it don't make sense because Lamar, like, when I hate these comparisons because I hate when people say Lamar don't deserve it because you look at any other young quarterback, even Trevor Lawrence. I respect Trevor Lawrence. I mess with Trevor Lawrence hard.
Even Trevor Lawrence, though,
has weapons.
He has weapons.
Like,
he has cheetah.
I always talk to my boys with this. Like, if you replace Lamar situation with any other quarterback situation, like, put Lamar on the Chargers, imagine. If you put Lamar on the Chargers, like, switch him.
Where he generally got people to throw the ball.
Keenan Allen.
Switch him and Justin Herbert. Switch him and Joe Burrow with Jamar and T. Higgins.
Yeah.
Lamar, what's a Mahomes? Like, you feel me? like, if you gave Lamar the tools that other teams have gave their quarterbacks, even Mahomes, like, if you put him on the Chiefs, like, could you imagine how much of a run he would have, how many rings he'd have by now if he got the proper tools? So,
yeah.
I mean, like, the Ravens, they have Mark Andrews. He top 3 tight end in the league, if not the best, with Travis Kelce, George Kittle.
Yeah.
But other than that, Rashad Bateman, I respect him too. He good.
But they need somebody to take the top off.
They need somebody to take the top off, right?
Gonna load up that box.
Exactly, because like the play style, the thing is, like, the Ravens play style is run heavy, of course.
Yeah.
But it's like, in the NFL, you're not going to win just by running the ball. We all know that.
Right.
But to what you said, though, like, the Ravens are in a position where the football is in their court. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you said, you just listen to all the teams who don't even need him. And for them to make this, like, proving a point about your worth, it's like, it's not even a good time to prove the point because a lot of these teams are kind of solidified in a quarterback position right now or still giving their young guys a chance or about to draft a younger player.
Yeah.
So he has nowhere else to go but to stay on the Ravens right now.
He's a tough spot for you right now, and I kind of hate that. But I mean, I understand because, like, I look at some teams, like even my team, the Panthers. It's like, okay, even we have a fiasco with what we got going on at quarterback because we got Sam Darnold who is still getting paid. We just drafted Matt Corral last year. Just traded away Baker Mayfield. Now we don't got P.J. Washington no more, even though I'm like, he's straight. But now it's like we have a top 10 pick. So what are we going to do? Like, are we going to go for a quarterback like Stroud or Young or Will Levis? I don't know. Anthony Richards. I like what Anthony Richards said.
I don't know. Like, I think his measurements were impressive at the combine, but his game film we seen it.
But
his combine stuff was actually really good.
No, he showed some great stuff like during the season. But also too, you watch 40 games. He did some stuff too. You're like, what is he doing?
I like that though, because like the thing is with Anthony Richardson, it was his first year starting as a player in college. So it's like, okay, I understand. But I feel like for him to really blossom in the NFL, he's a good, like, he'd be a great pick. But I don't think the Panthers are the right pick for him because he needs to sit behind somebody
and develop and learn.
Like, you seen how Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith for 2 years, and now he's a great quarterback he is now. I'm saying, like, I would love him to play on the Panthers, but it's like it won't be the right fit because we don't got no veteran quarterback that can teach him. Like, I don't want Sam Darnold to teach him. Like, you feel me? So I don't know. But we need somebody. I don't know what we're gonna do to the quarterback position.
Yeah.
That's why I got blown when we said we're not interested in Lamar. I'm like, what you mean not interested in Lamar? Like, he'll be the key to our success. I'm like, what?
So where would you bet he ends up next season?
He go to Baltimore.
Right?
Because there's nobody else except the Jets. But they're going after A-Rod. That's it. They're going after A-Rod. And Miami not interested in him.
Miami's not.
They don't really got no reason to be for real.
Yeah, that's true. So if Miami's not interested in him, the Jets already with A-Rod. Saints got they quarterback.
The Cowboys.
I mean,
I wouldn't be fully against it if they could make a trade or something.
I feel like that'd be actually decent, but it's like I don't know if Lamar fit into that because me personally, I don't like Dak Prescott because he I've seen people call him the Black Kirk Cousins, and I don't agree anymore. I agree a lot because he is average. I'm sorry, like if you have the Cowboys with 2 great running backs, even though Zeke is kind of washed. He's a little wild. He's still a good running back. He's still a good running back. Troy Pollard better than him, but he's still a good running back. CeeDee Lamb. You had Amari Cooper.
Like, bro, we had a nice team.
Yeah. Great team. Good old line. Y'all had the best pass, not the best pass season, but most sacks in the league, I think, last season. Okay secondary. Okay secondary.
Corner.
You feel me? So, pretty good team. And that couldn't do nothing with him. So, I can see that. Like, if Jerry Jones Want to make a move on Lamar? I'll say okay.
I'm not against it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll use my same logic I use with UNC. Like, you got a good old team. All the pieces are working. I mean, outside of coaching and our owner. The only other person you can blame is Dak, for real. I'm not a delusional Cowboys fan, so I can see what's going on. And this year, it really shut me up, bro, because to the point that we made it to, and we still lost, bro. Like, I'm like, gotta give,
I
man.
knew y'all was gonna beat the Bucks though. Like, I knew Cal was gonna beat the Bucks in the wild card because all the Bucks could do that game was pass. And,
Yeah.
Okay. But then y'all played in the division. Who did y'all play? Y'all played the
Who did we play?
I played the 49ers. Yeah.
It was the 49ers.
Which I think they should have won that game.
They could have though. That's the thing. They could most.
They
definitely
could
won that
have.
game.
But injuries was just. They was going through so much, bro.
Nah, without Tony Pollard,
They were going through so much, and honestly, I'm not gonna say they could have won a Super Bowl, but they could have did something, man. If they was healthy,
yeah, I don't think they was healthy. Super Bowl with Dak though. That's the thing.
And they had Christian McCaffrey doing everything on the dang field, bro. He about to suit up and play quarterback.
Oh, for real, that's the thing. 49ers is my team though. Like, I'm a Panthers fan, but if 49ers,
no, they're a tough team. I can't lie,
bro. If Trey Lance as long as they had a quarterback, that's one thing. They ain't had no quarterback that game, basically. Right?
No, they didn't. They didn't have a quarterback at all.
Yeah, I'm saying they ain't no quarterback.
Unfortunately, that's what Kyle Shanahan deserves because he will forever traumatized me and the whole city of Atlanta with what he did in 2016. He deserves everything that's coming to him. Bro. I'm sorry, Kyle Shanahan, but you will always have to pay.
Great coach, but yeah, that's crazy. Great coach,
because all you had to do was run the ball. It's like every time I look at that game and I see the score, I'm like, it was 28-13 with like 4 minutes left in the game.
And that's wild.
Asheebo will never get
I
over
will
this.
never get over that until they win again.
And that's wild.
It just doesn't make. I don't want to talk about it.
Look, before he signed off, we're back to ACC tourney. What is y'all's final? Because we're not going to speak about sports again until after spring break?
After spring break, yep.
So we're going to have a lot to talk about by then, but let's end off on final notes so when we come back we can talk about them. I'll start off. My prediction as of right now, UNC will beat UVA. They will get either to the championship or the game right at it and lose. Season over. I don't see us making it to the NCAA tournament at all, though. That's just my. We have a good bracket. It's set up for us to make it to the championship, but for one, I believe that we can if we play right. I don't think we'll win, and I just can't see us winning. That's the biggest thing. I can't see us winning the championship.
I actually have a more positive outlook. I think we're not going to win the ACC tournament, but I think it's going to go to Miami. They had a scare today against Wake Forest.
Yeah,
Wake Forest came back, but they pulled it out. So I think they're going to be locked in. I think they have to play Friday.
Yeah, they play Friday against Duke.
Against Duke. Yeah, because Duke won.
They had that double bye.
They'll be locked in for that one because they've had some history this season. But I think North Carolina, if they play like they did last night and get big wins, not like no skin by wins. Like if they beat Virginia by a good 15 tonight, go into Friday and either NC State or Clemson. That's going to be the crucial one. I think if they win that one by like 10 and just go to championship and lose, they don't even have to. I don't think they have to win it at that point. If they get these 2 good wins now, I think that would be just enough to get them in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I kind of agree. I think tonight, of course, it's a must-win tonight. Have to beat UVA, so I feel like we can. We already did it once. You feel me? First time we played UVA, we didn't have Mondo, so of course I'm not even gonna count that. So with Mondo, we beat him, and like
maybe with Mondo.
Yeah,
he'll play.
I hope so.
Game time decision, bleak.
He's gonna play.
So yeah, like you said though, the deciding game really gonna be next game. If we win this game against Clemson, NC State, and NC State scares me. I'm not gonna lie.
They scared me.
Last night, forget Duke. Forget Miami. NC State scares me the most because they guard play insane.
Bro, what?
They guard play insane. I can't even lie. They guard plays insane. But it goes to show though, like if we can get there and we can beat a team like NC State, who can't we beat?
Right. NC State is what we should be.
Right. That's exactly what we should be, bro.
They gotta fake Armando.
Yeah. From everything down to they really are, bro.
No, you're not lying. Like I see them, I'm like, we really stack up with them. Like every position. I'm like, bro, what? So no, we most definitely, if we can beat UVA tonight. Play NC State. We should hope to play Clemson.
Yeah.
We all want to play NC State. We should hope, but regardless, whoever we play, we win today, win tomorrow. We have a good shot at making to eternity if we can win today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
And if we win the ACC championship, okay, it's like cake, icing on the cake. But
yeah,
we need dubs today and tomorrow.
Yeah, I would just say like the championship. If they see, like I said, they see Miami, and they lose a close one, I don't think that hurts them.
No, yeah.
I think if they see Duke again though, and regardless of how that game goes and they lose, I think that hurts them more than anything.
Definitely.
To lose to Duke
three-piece loss to Duke. Oh my God!
Only that has happened.
They better hope Miami take care of business tomorrow, because
we have to see Duke in the championship.
Yeah.
If we lost to them in the AC, when was the last time we played them in the championship?
I don't know.
No, we played them when they had Zion to get to the championship.
Yeah, to get to the championship.
And then they beat us. Yeah.
We lost that one.
I don't think have we ever played them in the ACC championship?
It's probably been a minute, so.
Yeah, it was probably like when Dean Smith was still around or something.
It had to be, because it ain't been recent. But I got hope for our boys. We just gotta lock in, play as a team for real, because that's one piece we've been missing.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier in the beginning, individually we have some of the best players in the country, bro, and even just us off potential. Leaky Black could potentially be one of the best players in the country if he actually used his capabilities offensively.
Yeah.
Caleb Love, if he had way better shot selection, bro. Because, like, I see him, Caleb Love is good. I'm not going to say he's a bad player. He's good, but his shot selection is just off.
It's terrible.
And I feel like that's what ruins him as a player. He can shoot. He can drop to the basket. He can play make. I don't know, though. And then RJ, I got to love RJ. RJ nice. I can't even.
He nice, bro.
I can't say nothing about RJ.
He a little streaky, but he nice.
Yeah, I can't say nothing about him. Of course, I was just say Armando, most dominant player. Not to say about him either. So we just got to play as a team.
Hey, well, that does it for another episode of the Brickz. Shout out my boy Danny.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, let me make sure I had it. Yeah. Shout out my boy Danny for coming through another episode. I hope everybody has a good, safe spring break when we come back. I know we normally switch it with the weeks, but we having our own bye week with spring break. So when we come back, we'll probably hit a little bit of sports and then talk about spring break trips and what people did and how they had fun. So y'all tune in. Y'all stay active on the page. DM us if y'all got anything y'all want us to talk about, any questions. Any final remarks?
Yeah, man, y'all just be safe out there this week. Have fun. Get y'all much needed rest before we take this last stretch down to May. So yeah, so I gotta say, man, and definitely watch UNC tonight, see how that plays out, and yeah.
No, facts. Pray for our boys tonight. We need this.
I mean, they're going to hear this a day late.
We need this dub, bro.
I hope y'all did pray. I hope y'all did.
We need it.
But that's all for us, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Join us back next week on Friday. Another episode dropping. Shout out my boy Danny. If y'all need prospects help, y'all know who to go to.
Yes, sir. Shout out Brickz.
Yep.
All right, we out.